Hungry. Still hungry. Yes! Ooh. Huh? Oh, today I'm going to figure out how to work a single pair of blind. Whatever I do just sort of makes it worse. By the way, if you enjoyed that last skit, I've got a fun fact for you. I fell down the stairs trying to make that. I burnt the shit out of my back. And do you know what? I didn't even have the record button on, so you're just gonna have to deal with the whole substitute. But until then, I'm too tall to get into the shot, but I'm not short enough to be able to kneel. So, alright, I hope that's good. What's up guys, Truman here, welcome back to another video. So today is currently Juice Fast Day 1. And I have a lot to tell you guys. Mainly like what juices do I use, what to juice, when to juice, dangers of how to juice, and all sorts of other stuff. But instead of doing everything in one video, I decided to do it all in sort of different chunks. So I'm going to do day 1, I'm going to talk about certain topics that people find out about juicing. Now, the one common thing that I wanted to know when I first started juicing is what juicer do you use? Because you have people on one side saying that one juicer is amazing, and there's people on the other side saying that another juicer is amazing. So this is some juice that I made yesterday. Obviously I'm not going to drink it, and that's another tip for you. Drink your juice within at least 10 minutes because if you do not, then the enzymes will basically start to die off and the nutritional value will be quite low. So you have to apologize for me slouching around because I don't know if I'm actually in the shot or not, but even so, just pretend like my legs are actually working. And, and I made this juice with one of these. If you can guess which one that is, write it down in the comment section. If not, I'll probably tell you in about 5 seconds. So if you haven't already guessed, the juicer that I actually used to make is this one. Now this is a...
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
This is a cold press juicer. It is my favorite juicer. It is the one that I've been using for probably about 2-3 years now. Now I started off with the Centrifugal Juicer. That's this one. It's the one that everyone knows. It's the one where you just get your vegetables. I should probably get some just for rats. Here you go. Really expensive, overpriced piece of ginger. Why is ginger so expensive? I do not know. But so you would put it in on the top. You take it down and it will use friction and heat to basically break apart the vegetable to the point where you actually have the juice coming out the other side. Now, this is the most efficient kind of juicer if you are on the go. If you are in a hurry, there is nothing more useful than just being able to get a handful of tomatoes or whatever the hell, chuck them in there, you got your juice right out there, and then you maybe clean it afterwards when you come back from work or when you have free time. I do advise that you actually clean your juicers early though, because it's actually a lot harder to clean the juicer after you've left it because all the grime is soaked in. Also, if you're like me and you use more advanced methods whereby you actually take the blended stuff and then you ferment it to make sauerkraut juice, you don't want that because then you're going to get a lot of fungus inside of that. So this juicer is the most efficient juicer. You can make stuff really quickly, you can make stuff really efficiently, and it really isn't that much of an effort to clean. The only problem with it is the fact that, well, based on the research that I've done, this juicer basically will oxidize some of the vitamins and the minerals, some of the vitamins, and it will also break down some of the enzymes. Now, the enzymes are the key here because without the enzymes, you won't have a lot of the healing potential. And a lot of those are actually going to be broken down in the centrifugal juicer. Now, I know loads of people will probably come back and say, well, this research says the other thing, and this research says the other thing. But just from my own experience, I found that when I juice with this and I juice with this, I can taste the difference. When I juice with the cold press juicer, it's a lot nicer, and you find that it's, I feel a lot more vital in general, basically. So if you are in a hurry, then I suggest getting this one. But this one, like I said, the cold press juicer works differently. It literally, like it says, it will just press, it's just a mechanical press. It literally just squeezes it out. It doesn't use the high heat and high temperature of the juice. Now, the downside I have found is that certain fruits and vegetables will work better in different juices. So if you're planning on doing stuff like tomatoes and you want to juice like, you know, maybe shove a banana in there or maybe an apple, Fruits in general, I find, go better in the centrifugal juicer. This is because of just the way that it breaks it down. You actually get a lot more juice out of it. And that is something else too. You'll find that you will get slightly more juice in the centrifugal juicer than you will in the press juicer. But like I said, that actually depends. What I found is that I can get more juice from the vegetables out of the cold press juicer, but I will get less out of the centrifugal juicer. But the other way around is true. I get very little juice, if any at all sometimes, from the cold press juicer. Now for me, that isn't actually that much of a problem, for the simple fact that I personally am trying to stay as far away from fruit during my juicing as I can. And there's multiple reasons for that. Unfortunately, I don't have enough time in this video because my battery is running low to talk about that. But I'm trying to stay away from a lot of fruit as I can, mainly because of sugar content and for the specific kind of cleanse that I'm trying to do. The fruit vegetable debate is another video, I know, but this is going to be at least 21, maybe 30 videos on my juice fast, so there'll be a lot more time to explain all this stuff. In terms of price, if you want a good quality one, I suggest going for one of these. This was about £200, I think, but you can get one that is about £60. I bought one for £60 on eBay. It's my backup one. It's upstairs. It's mostly made of plastic, but it works well. These centrifugal juicers, you can get these really cheap. And something I forgot to mention is the NutriBullet. So this isn't actually a knockoff NutriBullet. I got this for like £30. It's lasting me for about a year. This is more of a smoothie maker. This is not a juicer.
So in summary, yes, a bit of a time skip there because my phone actually currently ran out of battery, which is a constant issue I have to deal with until I can buy a camera, but I'm still trying to decide 720p, 1080p, do I want to spend £200, £500? So in summary, what is the best juicer? Just listing out a few points. Positives of the centrifugal juicer, that is the spinning juicer: you get more juice, it is faster, you can juice fruits more effectively, and it's generally cheaper at low-end models. You're looking at anywhere from like £50 to 100 or so pounds, depending on where you actually look. Negatives though, lower quality juice, possibility of oxidization of vitamins and minerals and enzymes, not so much minerals, and noisier and tougher to clean. That's what I found, is that although I think I said that it was easier to clean before, but then I actually realized that sometimes if you don't have all the bags lined properly, it literally just goes everywhere and it's an absolute mess. But the cold press juicer, positives: high quality juice. Some vegetables are juiced better, and it just in general, it does not do fruits well, like I said. So if you're going to be doing something like I'm doing, where you're juicing a lot of vegetables, I suggest sticking with the cold press juicer. And more nutrients are left after processing because of less oxidization and stuff like that. Negatives: more expensive unless you get the model that I got, which I got from eBay for about £60. It's plastic. I do not know how long it will last. Just in contrast, the one that we have downstairs, we've had for nearly a decade now, and the seller basically said you don't need warranty on this. It will literally, I guarantee you that it will last a lifetime. I know it's seller speak, but quite honestly, looking at it, that thing can go for ages. And one more negative: it is slower. So the cold press juicer is slower. So if you're in a hurry, or if you're just really busy and you want to throw loads of fruits in there, if you want to add some more fruit into your juicing, then that's probably not the best thing to do if you're on a very short time scale. Now, in summary, the juicer that I'm going to do, that I'm going to be using, is the cold press juicer, simply because, like I said, I'm going to be staying away from a lot of the fruits that I tend to not like, just simply because of the sugar content. I think the benefits are a lot better. You get a higher quality juice. Its time is not really that much of an issue for me, and I just like the taste. I mean, like I said before, the taste on the centrifugal juicer it doesn't taste the same. Like, it doesn't taste the same, especially when you're juicing things like homegrown wheatgrass, which, oh boy, you get a cup of homegrown wheatgrass, that's a kick in the liver. But really good for you. That's it. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say for you today, guys. This has been my Juice Fast Day 1, and this last minute that I'm recording right now, it took me 10 outtakes. I don't know why my brain has been freezing up. Something about this new lighting system is frying my brain. So I will see you all tomorrow, whereby there will be another video about it. I cannot guarantee that it will be as informative, unfortunately, because of time constraints and stuff like that. But I aim to, in these videos, basically cover as many questions about juicing, what sort of juices to do, the sort of things that you should and shouldn't do, like should you juice this fruit or this vegetable, something should not be juiced, and stuff like that. Let me know what you think. Let me know in your comments what sort of future videos that you want to see in terms of inline of my Juice Fast videos, and I will see you all tomorrow. Peace out.